Okay. All right. So before we start, I would like to share my screen so that we could follow through. So today we'll be talking about content strategists because I know some of us here would like to pivot to social media manager or a content creator strategist because some businesses are actually looking out for persons that actually do all of these things. Some persons own a brand which they don't even know where to start, how to go about it, and all of that, which is why ID, hi ID, please can you kindly introduce yourself to us because it was ID that actually pushed me to like, okay, why not create a free training for our people and see how we could talk about this content strategy and also talk about um, calendar content strategy and also calendar strategy, how to create a content calendar for your business or also for a client. So that was why I actually put up this training for us because I know some of us are actually struggling with content, what to post, how to plan, how to distribute, and all of that. So, Heidi, can you kindly introduce yourself? And thank you very much for helping me also distribute our flyers to different groups. Okay, okay. I'm transcribing this call with my tactic AI. Okay. Hello? Okay, so let's start. So first off, content strategy for social media success. Content strategy is more like your blueprint when you want to be intentional, when you want to impact content, like you want to really drive results, you want to get real results for your social media platforms. That is where you get to create a content strategy for your social media platforms. We all know that as social media platforms operate in different ways. The way you manage your LinkedIn is not the way you manage your Instagram page. The way you manage your Facebook is not the way you manage your Twitter and TikTok. The kind of content you put up on your LinkedIn is not the type of content you can actually put up on your TikTok. In as much as you might still twist it a little bit, but the strategy you use in pushing out your TikTok content is not the strategy you use in pushing out your LinkedIn content. Why? Because this social media actually works in different ways and it also have their different target audience. And if as a social media person, social media manager, you want to be a social media manager tomorrow, you want to be a content strategist tomorrow, you want to really excel well, you have to really know your target audience. You have to really know how to push out your target audience, the kind of content to push to your target audience. So let me not waste much of our time. So I would like to talk about, oh, sorry. Okay, so I would like to talk about what is content strategy. So content strategy is deliberate blueprints that guides how you plan, create, and distribute your content to achieve your brand goals. If you can remember when I started, I said content strategy, you have to plan. Like you don't just wake up by 7 a.m. and tell you, oh, I want to start posting, I want to go and post one random content on my Facebook or my LinkedIn or so because the kind of content you post on your LinkedIn is quite different from the kind of content you're to post on your TikTok. Why? Because the platform works differently. This platform have their own different target audience. Sometimes you might be wondering, why is it that the content you're putting up on your TikTok, maybe the same content you're putting up on your LinkedIn or your Facebook is the same content you're putting up on your TikTok, and they are not really doing well? It's because of you didn't plan your content. So aside from planning, please do mute yourself. Let's all mute ourselves.
Because they say like if you don't come by 4:30, that's
Okay. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Okay. So let's say plan, before you put out that content out there, you have to plan that content. How do you plan your content? You plan your content by checking out your competitors, checking out the kind of content your niche actually puts out there, checking out what is trending. You have to know what is trending every now and then. You have to go on socials to check what is actually trending every now and then before you now create that content. And you checking their own content out is for you to kind of have like, okay, let me have an idea of how to go, not you copying that person's content. No, it's not good that you copy from A to Z, because I know some persons do that, but I would not advise that you copy. I would advise that you check out and create your own content in a different way. Then the next thing is for you to distribute. How do you distribute your content? You distribute your content. You can distribute them using different tools. We have different tools that you can use in distributing your content. We have Buffer. We have Buffer. You can use Buffer. You can use your Meta business to distribute them in terms of scheduling, because you know that sometimes we might not have much time on our hands in terms of, especially when you're managing like 4 or 5 different social medias for your clients, or you're managing for yourself. You might not have that time to come and start sitting down to start posting every day. That is where inconsistent comes in. But if you plan well, that means you have to create and distribute well. Like I said earlier, like I mentioned earlier, we have different tools that you can use for this distribution. We have Buffer, we have Meta Business. We also have other ones. You can still check your Google and it will give you other tools. We have Later, we have Pali, and all of that for distribution of your content. You distributing your content every day. I know some of us will be like, oh, I post every day. I don't see improvement. That's not true. If you keep the consistency, I'm telling you, like, it will really help you achieve your brand goals. Because in as much as you think that your content is not going viral, is not, people are, so far you've already strategize that content you're putting out there. There is no how your brand would not grow. Why? Because one, your content actually serve purpose. Your content connects with your audience in a meaningful and authentic way. If you plan your content, it means that, okay, this content is well planned and it's actually you teaching. Sometimes I see some persons telling me, oh, I just keep on posting my business and every now and then, and I'm not getting anything. One thing I advise them is that, if have you had like an educational content to your content that you're pushing out there? If you're putting out content every now and then, especially your business content, sometimes add like educational. Let's take, for example, you're into hair, like you sell hair, you make hair and all of that. Sometimes teach your audience on how to revamp hair. Some persons want to learn how to do all of this, because if you check you spending like 100K just for revamping your 5 weeks, it's not good that you learn how to do that. So if I come to your page, if you're my vendor and I come to your page one day and I see you teaching me how to actually revamp my hairs without nozzles and all of that, that means I'm actually learning from your content. I'm actually connecting with you on that particular content. Why social media managers need these? One is for direction. When you plan, when you create, when you distribute, it gives you a direction. When you don't plan, you don't have any direction. That is why you see some persons today, they are posting maybe them dancing, tomorrow they are posting another person's content, next tomorrow they are posting another random content. Why? Because they didn't plan that content. Your brand needs to have a voice, like a very clear voice. If you're into social media manager, if you're a visual assistant, and maybe you want to be managing people's email, calendars, and all of that, you have to be very specific. Let your clients, let your audience know, okay, this is what I do. Not tomorrow you're telling your audience that let's say for example that you cook on that page. Next tomorrow you're telling them, oh, I revamped it. The next or that tomorrow on that same page you're telling your audience that you're a visual assistant. People will be looking at your page as a confused person. So you have to have like a very clear direction when it comes to your social media. And like I said earlier, different social media works in different ways. The way you manage your TikTok is not the way you manage your Facebook. Why? Because this content delivers message in different ways. We all know that on your TikTok, for you to go viral, you have to put out a video, right? So for that particular platform, you already know, okay, I'll be creating video content for my TikTok. Then for your LinkedIn, we all know that when you put out engaging write-ups and something that your audience will relate with in terms of teaching your audience or in terms of telling them, okay, this is what I've learned today, this is what I'm to achieve tomorrow, this is this, this is that. And it should also go in line with what you do. Let's say for example you're a social media manager, and I'm really very grateful about the AI tools we have today, right? If you're very good with your AI, if you're very good with your prompting, there is no how you will not have direction when it comes to your content strategy, when it comes to you strategizing your content that you put out on your social media platforms. You just for you to tell your AI, please, to tell your AI, I want to create a content on UGC or a content on promoting or trying to grow my audience. And another thing, you have to really know what you want to do on that particular page. Do you want to grow the page, or do you want views, or do you want people to actually know about what you do? What do you actually want to do on that page? You have to also have like a goal of what you want to achieve on your page. When you have a goal, that means you have a direction. The next one is efficiency. When you plan your content, when you create your content, it saves you time. It boosts your productivity. It also maximizes your return on invested effort. Why? Because once you can take like 1 week, use your 1 week to create that particular content. Use that 1 week to, okay, let me plan, then let me share it on all these social media platforms in terms of using your tools to schedule those contents. So you have time, you now have time to do every other thing that you want to do, and your contents are posting their on their own on those different content. But I don't actually like advise that because you've scheduled and they're already posting on their own, you should just abandon that page. No, that time you know that you scheduled that content, go on that content, go and like other people's content, people that are in your niche, people that are doing very well in your niche, people that you know this person is really, they have numbers when it comes to followers. Go and like their own content, drop comments. It helps also to grow your own page. Aside from that, also go and, aside from liking other people's content or dropping comments, also try to check out what other people are doing that you're not doing to get it right before you can now go and start doing other things you're doing. Another thing is authority. It builds trust with your audience and position your brand as a credible leader in your niche. If I come on your page today and I know, okay, I see that, oh, this person actually creates content social media, or in terms of visual assistants, or in terms of CRM tools, it means that tomorrow, if I actually want to come, tomorrow, if I please, Rizzy, kindly mute. It means that if I'm actually searching for someone that is into CRM tools, someone that knows how to automate well with CRM tools, I'll run to your page. Because why? Your brand is well detailed, is well planned. Like there's nothing difficult. Your brand has already positioned itself. Why? Because your content are well planned. So you see why you have to be strategic when it comes to your social media platforms. Another thing is it gives you this credible leader in your niche, because if I'm looking out for a content, let's say for example, I'm looking out for someone that creates content, the person is very good, is very fluent, and I put out, oh, I'm actually searching. You go on Facebook or you go on your Instagram page and put out, I'm actually searching for a content creator that is fluent. You see a lot of persons mentioning people's name. Why are they mentioning their name? Because these people have already strategized themselves. They've already created and positioned their brand. So people already know them that, okay, this is what this person does. You see why you need to be strategic about whatever niche you find in whatever niche you find yourself. Like now we have a lot of virtual assistants on the scope. If you're a virtual assistant, create a social media page for yourself. On that social media page, make sure that whatever it is you're creating on that page is about what you do as a virtual assistant, is about what the services you offer, and also if you're training and all of that, you can still put that out there. Not maybe tomorrow you're putting out that you're into virtual assistant, next tomorrow you're putting out that you're into business development. That it confuses your audience. And who are we actually selling to? We're selling to our audience. We're selling to our target audience. And another thing you have to know is that every business have their own target audience. If you know this, I bet you're going to really excel in any social media platform you try to sell yourself. Let's say, for example, you sell machine parts, like all these machine that people drives, you sell the parts, right? If I'm to, like, if someone wants to come and buy from me, or if I want, sorry, if I want to run an advert, who am I targeting? I'm targeting people, I'm targeting mostly men in the remote areas, because we know that in some towns right now, in some urban areas right now, people don't actually buy machines, because they've banned all of these things in some other parts of these places. So if I want to sell out this particular stuff, it means that I'm to target people in remote area. Let's say people in Neri. We all know that people in Neri, if you're very good with Anambra State, if you're very conversant with Anambra, people in Neri actually still drives all this bike, even their women. So if I'm to target, those are my target audience. I'm not targeting people in Lagos, people in Port Harcourt town, people in, no, those are not the people I'm targeting. So whatever it is you're selling, you have to know who your target audience are. That will help you actually achieve your goal, and also be strategic about your content out there. Please, let's all mute ourselves, okay? So that we won't be distracting ourselves. Let's all mute ourselves. Unless maybe we have a question, then I can actually ask you to unmute. Okay, so the next one is the 5 essential questions. So if your brand is very active on your social media, but you're not seeing real results, one thing you need to ask yourself is, who is your ideal audience? It's just like I mentioned earlier. You need to understand their interests, their needs, their pain points, and their online behavior. What are the pain points of your audience? What are their pain points? You need to actually understand what their pain points is. By you knowing all of this, it means that you've actually gained your stand when it comes to your niche or when it comes to your brand. Know your target audience, know their interests. What are they interested in? Some of your target audience might actually like your content in terms of you teaching them on different things you do as a visual assistant. Some persons want to learn what you actually, some persons don't know what a visual assistant does. So some persons want to learn or know what a visual assistant does. Some persons want to know what a social media manager does. Some persons that it will surprise you that when you put out a content like that, some people will be asking you, wow, I didn't even know that as a virtual assistant, I can actually do all of these things. So look at their pain points. What are their pain points? Some persons might be finding difficult on how to create a content calendar or how to actually even organize their emails. So all these things are some of the things, some of the content that you can be putting out there on your social media platform. Another thing is to what are your goals? What do you think to achieve on your social media? So for you to actually gain your goals, one, you need to define your success clearly. Are you building awareness? It's just like I said earlier, if you want to manage a page, do you want to build awareness? Do you want to grow your followers? Do you want to generate leads? Are you driving sales or are you growing a community? You have to actually know what your goals are. You knowing what your goals are, it means you've already broken that thing when it comes to your content strategy, right? So you need to know what you actually want to achieve on that page. Do you want to achieve brand awareness? You want people to know about your brand, like know about you as Prevail, that Prevail is a visual assistant, or you want to get people to, you want to get leads. What are leads? Leads are like your people's email address, people's contact address. Those are leads. You want to gain leads. Do you want to gain leads from all of these persons? What do you actually want to achieve in that content you're trying to put out on your social media? So this will actually help you to actually have a clear goals. Then the next one is the platform. The platform actually matters. It's just like I mentioned earlier, we have different social media platforms. Like I said, we have TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, right? So you have to know how this platform actually works. Like I said, the way TikTok work, I'll still repeating it. The way TikTok work is not the way your Instagram work. The way your LinkedIn, the kind of content you put out on your LinkedIn is not the type of content that I should be seeing on your Instagram page, because some persons on your Instagram page might not relate with your kind of content on your LinkedIn. So you really need to know much about all of these platforms, because it will actually help you to scale through when it comes to your content strategy. So you have to focus your energy where your audience is most active and engaged, not everywhere. It means that if you start, I always advise my students, right? If you start creating content, let's say, for example, you start creating content on your social media platforms, right? I will always advise that check out, use 1 month to create content and post in all your social media platforms. Use 1 month, right? Post on all your social media platforms. Then go back and check out your audience, check out your algorithm, check out your insights, and know the social media that is actually performing well. Go back, check your insights, check your algorithm, and know the social media that is actually performing well. Then with that, you can now go back to your drawing board and know the social media for you to that you have to now focus more on. Why? Because your audience, if you do this, that means you've broken one of the social media that you find yourself, that like people would know, okay, this is where to find this particular person. It's just like when it comes to LinkedIn now, if we start, you ask someone, who are the LinkedIn queens, who are the people doing well on LinkedIn, you see some persons mentioning a lot of names. It's same thing when it comes to Instagram. if you ask, okay, who are the persons really making waves in terms of influencers and all of that, you see people mentioning a few names. Why? Because these persons focus on one social media platform because they've seen that they've gained audience on that particular platform. So you really need to know the platform that matters most for you. The next one is what content will resonate with your audience. You need to share valuable content, relatable and engaging content that connects emotionally and add value. It's just like I mentioned earlier, some of us just tend to focus more on always sharing our business. Every day you're just posting about your business, your business, your business. Sometimes, and we all know that right now in Nigeria, things are hard. People want to laugh. People want to really get a little bit entertained, in as much as they still want to learn. They still want to get entertained. They just want to come on your profile, at least see something that will make them giggle a little bit and now leave. So you really need to like, okay, today, you see where that planning comes in and creating your content comes in. Today you tell yourself, okay, let me actually create content in terms of entertaining my audience. Entertaining your audience, I didn't mean you should come up on your page and start shaking your bum bum or start. Sometimes there are some trends that are within your niche that are still entertaining, right? Please, am I really communicating? Are you here?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Should I
proceed.
continue?
Yes, continue.
All right, thank you very much.
Continue, please.
All right, thank you very much. So, like I said earlier, you need to know the kind of content that actually resonates with your audience. Are those content valuable? Because, like I said, people still want to learn from your content, in as much as yes, in as much as that maybe you're selling a product, they still want to learn. Let's say, for example, you sell shoes on your page. In as maybe you sell shoes on your page, people want to learn or know how to maintain that shoe that they are buying from you. So sometimes put out content on how they can actually maintain that shoe that they purchased from you. With that, it will help your audience to keep buying from you because they know that, okay, if I buy this shoe from this person, I'll also learn how to maintain my shoes. I'll also learn how to do one or two things. Because if I come to your page, let's take for example, I come to your page and I don't see any valuable content, tomorrow I won't visit your page. Or I come to your page, I'm just seeing your products. That's why you see sometimes you see some persons that sell things or some persons that teach. Sometimes they put out valuable content, sometimes they put out entertaining content, sometimes they now put out their main content where maybe they're into service, they're a service provider or they sell products or whatever it is they do. They're not doing that just because they want to put out those. No, they are doing that to get their target audience locked up. Because we all know that people's attention span is just 3 seconds. People's attention span is just 3 seconds. So, and people also want to learn. People want to know more. People want to, like we said, people learn every day. Like we learn, if you stop learning, that means you're no longer alive. It's just like me. I want to learn every day. Like I want to come across your platform and I want to learn something new from your platform. I want to relate with your platform. Anytime I come out across anybody's platform in a different niche, I want to come across your platform, and that platform is very quite engaging as well. So the next one is how will you measure your success? How to measure your success is to track your KPIs, engagement, your reach, your clicks, your conversion to actually evaluate your performance and your. So how do you do this? Every month, go back to your insights. Please try and mute yourself. Okay, I've muted them. So how do you actually check out your KPI? Meaning of KPI is key points indicator. How do you actually check out those key points indicator? You do this, sorry, key performance indicator. How do you do this? You actually do this by going back to your social media profile to check your insights. Your insight tells you, okay, so, from the past 1 month, from 28th of September to 28th of October, you had 5,000 persons that viewed your profile. You had more men than more women, like let's say 55% men, 20% women that viewed your profile. You have persons from Lagos, Port Harcourt, Abuja that viewed your profile. You had persons from age 25 to 50 that viewed your profile. So this actually helps you to know the kind of content you can actually put out there. It's just like when I was trying to grow my profile on Facebook, right? When I went back to my insights, I found out that I had a lot of men checking out my profile more than women. And the kind of content I want to start putting out on my Facebook profile was a little bit something resonating to female, not men, not mostly men, but mostly females, in as much as men are still my target audience. What did I do? I started pushing more of that content, and I started also commenting, liking, and also following more of women. So this actually helped to push more of women viewing my content than more of men viewing my content. So if you post every now and then, every month by month, you don't check your insights to know how your performance is going, it means that whatever it is you're doing is wrong. So after this class today, I would like that you go and check your engagement, check your reach. Who are those? Which country are you reaching? If you check your reach, you'll find that, oh, I'm reaching more of people in the US, people in the UK. That means your content should also, because our content in Nigeria is quite different from the way we assimilate, the way the people in US assimilate our content. So you have to, like, okay, go back, check out people in the US, check out how they go about their own content, how they actually create their content, the kind of content they create, the way they talk about or their content, the way they actually push out their content. Check and now go back on your own drawing board and plan and create that content so that it can resonate more on people in the US, because the way we Nigerians go about our content is quite different from their own side. So you have to actually know all of these things. So this is how you actually measure your success. If you don't do all of this, it means that you just be static and your page won't be growing. So the next one is content consistency drives results. I know that, yes, okay, you've planned, you've created. If you're not consistent, I tell you that page will never grow. In as much as you're being strategic and all of that, consistency helps your page to grow. It pushes, and right now, if you watch on Facebook, Facebook tends to give us like a performance task every week for you to like complete a task in terms of posting content, posting normal posts, trying to get people to follow you and all of that. So why are they doing all of these things? They are doing these things so you actually be very consistent, because they know that your consistency helps you to go really wild or to actually push out your page and the algorithm out there. If you're not consistent, let's say for example, you post today, your posting again will be like next week. Let's say for example, okay, you sell wares, right? You sell wares, and I come on your page, the last time you posted was 3 months ago, and I actually really want to buy. I like the kind of wares you post. Do you think I would want to buy from you? No, I wouldn't want to buy from you, because I would think, are you sure that this person is still in business? Are you sure that this person is still selling? Are you sure this person is real? But when you are consistent with your page, with your posting and everything, you will see that you will drive your, like, the way your results will skyrocket. It might not happen like immediately, but I bet you not, it will really, really affect or do a very good changes on your social media pages. Strategic benefits: aligned message across platforms, predictable audience engagement, it builds brand recognition and loyalty. It's easier to track and also to measure your ROI, which is your return of investment. So with you doing all of these things, you can actually track your engagements. You can actually now know, okay, these are my target audience. These are the people that want to buy from me. These are the people I'm selling to. These are the people I'm rendering my services to. Okay. So our next training will be on content calendar. So we've been talking about plan, create, and all of that. What do you use to create this content to actually be consistent is your content calendar. You actually create your content on your calendar for you to actually be very much active. Your calendar is a strategic planning hub, a visual tool that helps you organize, schedule, and manage all your upcoming content across different platforms. It gives you a clear overview of what to post, when to post, and where to post, keeping your content consistent, intentional, aligned with your business goals. See, if you don't plan, like I said, if you don't plan your content, it means that you'll be very, very disorganized. I promise you'll be very, very disorganized. Why? Because you don't even know what to post. You don't even know where to start. You don't even know how to go about it. But when you plan your posts using your content calendar, it will actually help you. It will put you in check, and it will also help you to know how to go about this on your different platforms. Because what does content calendar does for you? It will help you to tell you, okay, on Monday you're posting behind the scene on your TikTok, or you're posting your helpful tips on your Facebook, or you're posting social content on your Instagram. It helps you to keep you in check, and it helps you to have like a clear overview of what to post. So this is what your content calendar actually helps you to do. So please, if you're actually really following me, I would like you to drop yes on the comment, so that I'll know that you're actually following, and also you're still hearing me clearly before I continue with the class. So I won't just be talking to myself, please. Okay, thank you, Gifts. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Happiness. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. So let's continue. So why you need a content calendar? You actually need a content calendar. One, to be organized. It helps you stay organized, maintain consistency across all channels with a single source of truth. We all know that, let's just tell ourselves the truth. It's very hard, like, because the social media platform are too much. We have TikTok, we have LinkedIn, we have Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, like X, is a whole lot. Like, when I mean is a whole lot, is a whole lot. And some clients will hire you and want you to actually manage all of these pages for them. And we know that when you start posting on all of these different platforms, one after the other, without even planning and all of that, I bet you not, you would get exhausted. Like, you would break down. You would, like, mentally, you wouldn't even know what to post on the next page the next day. Why? Because you're already exhausted from jumping from this platform to the next to the other. So
Hi, Baba. How are you? How are you, Baba? Baba.
Wahala.
These people, they are so.
All right, so back to like I said, you have to be organized. You being organized helps you with your consistency. And we all know that when you're consistent, Like when you're consistent, there is no how your page will not grow. Like there is no how. Why? Because you're already strategic, you're already planning, you're already always pushing out on your different platform. The next one is efficiency. Plan content weeks or months in advance, freeing you to focus on creation and community engagement. So you see, when you plan ahead of time, like I said, this middle of October now, if you're really, if you really know, okay, tell yourself, okay, I really want to achieve gaining 500 followers, gaining a client on my social media page, I would have to post consistently throughout for 1 month, every day. You can achieve that. How do you achieve that? By creating ahead of time. You can you can start now and start creating your content using your content calendar. So that by next month, you're just posting. And by next month, you've already batch create, you've already distributed all of these things using your buffer on all of this thing, all of this social media platform for them to be dropped, or using your meta business to actually distribute all of these things. So your own is just to engaging with your community. Like I said, it's not just all about posting, it's all about you also dropping comments, dropping like, engaging with other people's content. I see a lot of persons, they will tell you, oh, my page from year to year, it doesn't grow, it doesn't. Do you actually engage on other people's content? If you don't engage on other people's content, there is no how you're going to grow. There's no how because I learned this. If the more you drop comments on someone's post, other persons are seeing your post, and not just dropping a random post, dropping a meaningful comment, a valuable comment that when someone sees your comment, the person will actually resonate with you. The person would want to like go and check out your page and see who this person is. Do you understand? So the next one is collaboration. Make teamwork seamless with transparent tracking, approvals, and shared visibility across your organization. So you have to have a transparent tracking, track your engagement, track your insights, check out how these things are actually going. Do you understand? Share visibility across your organization. So when you do all of these things, teamwork, go and collaborate with other persons. Don't just be a one-man soldier. Collaborate. You see, a collaboration do a lot of work. Sometimes reach out to another person, tell the person, can we like put out a free training for persons to learn, or collaborate. When you collaborate, it's because when you're, let's say for example, there was a time I actually did a free training on my Instagram. Like it was a live Instagram training, and I collaborated with another trainer on that particular collaboration. Because of that training, collaborating with, I gained like up to 10 new followers from that. And those new followers actually came from his own end. Do you understand? That is the work of collaboration. When you collaborate with someone, it tends to boost your page. Sometimes collaborate with other persons to go live on your page, do something new on your page, and all of that. It will help, it actually helps with visibility. The next one is strategic alignment. Ensure all your posts align with key dates, seasonal campaigns, product launch, and trending topics. I said this thing earlier when we started this class. We all know that Christmas is coming, right? And with Christmas comes with its own vibes. So if you're into, maybe you sell products, you already know that by now you should start creating content that resonates with Christmas, because it's a seasonal time. If you're, let's say for example, you provide services, by now you should start creating content that actually resonates with some persons, because some persons want to learn a new course, new something that will take them to January. So at January, just starting life. January, they are just starting up something new for themselves. So you need to actually work on this to help you You need to actually work on this to help you okay, you need to actually work on this to help you stay aligned. Then another thing is trending topic. See, we know that every now and then things get to trend on social media, like every now and then things get to trend. Music, lifestyle, something new, like something, a new tool, and a new AI tool, something that definitely get, like right now, nano banana is trending, right? And a lot of persons are hopping on that to create pictures, to create videos, to do a lot of things with it. So as it's trending right now, and you're in, let's say for example, you're a social media manager person, we all know that some clients actually need pictures for their designs. Some clients need videos to actually run adverts for their products. So what you do is for you to hop on that trend. Don't just wait for someone to tell you, oh, I need something. You now that is when you now remember, oh, it's true. I need to start learning. No, as that trend is hot that time, hop on it and start making use of it immediately and start pushing out your brand. It helps you be strategic in your content. Then we'll be talking about 3 tools to build your calendar, and we'll also be exploring these 3 tools. One of these tools is Canva. I know we all know about Canva. I know a lot of us actually know about Canva. And with your Canva, you can actually use your Canva to create your content calendar. You can use your Canva. Canva has a lot of great templates. Canva is, will I say, is the simplest tool for you to create anything you want to create right now. So it's visually appealing. Usually use visually stunning customizable templates to design and plan your posts with drag and drop simplicity. So Canva helps you to also create your posts. You can use Canva to design your flyers for your social media posts. You can use Canva to create videos. You can use Canva to also create your content calendar, and we'll also be doing all of this here today. Another one is Google Sheets. Google Sheets is another tool to help you create your content calendar. It's perfect, it's straightforward, it's shareable, it's structured. You can actually share or still invite someone to help also work in that same Google Sheets with you. Let's say, for example, you're not the designer, right? Maybe you work in a firm. You just like where I work right now. I'm just their digital marketer. So what I do is to create the content. Then I would share with our creative designers for them to design. So you see, Google Sheets helps you do that seamlessly. Another one is Notion. Notion is another tool you can also use to create your content calendar. It's ideal comprehensive content planning, idea organization, and advanced team collaboration with custom workflows. So we'll be checking out all of these tools today. So first of all, we'll start with Canva. Then we're done with Canva. We'll also check out Google Sheets. Then the next one will be Notion. So let me open my Canva and share the screen with you. Like I said, this training is going to be practical, not just talking. So let me share my screen. Okay. Okay, so this is what Canva looks like, right? So when you come up on your Canva platform, easy peasy. Like I said, Canva is a very friendly and simplest tool that you can use to create, design, whatever it is you want to design. So you just come and type content calendar. So when you type content calendar, it will bring out different templates for you. So this content calendar, but before you do that, you need to actually go to your chat GPT, because I know a lot of us might not be that might not be that, will I say, very much good in terms of, okay, creating a content calendar. So for you to get a very clear and good content for you to now put up on your Canva template, you need to go, first of all, go to your ChatGPT, tell ChatGPT what your business is all about, right? Tell ChatGPT what your business is all about. Then you can now tell ChatGPT to create, like, let's say, for example, we want to create a 7 days content calendar for your business. What do you want to achieve for your business? Maybe you want to achieve growth, followers, visibility, brand awareness, whatever it is, just tell ChatGPT. So let me type it out. Create a 7 days content calendar for my social media marketing page. Social media marketing page. I want to achieve brand awareness, followers growth,
Yeah.
followers growth.
Reliable.
So
Yes.
to my target and also reach my target audience. And also reach my target audience. Okay. Also add trending topics in my niche. Okay, so this is my ChatGPT right now. So this is what I told my ChatGPT: create a 7 days content calendar for my social media marketing page. So you have to really be specific. I want to achieve brand awareness, followers growth, and also reach my target audience. Also, okay, I did also add trending topics in my niche. So this is what ChatGPT gave me. Say, let's build a 7 days content calendar for your social media page, focused on brand awareness, followers growth, and targets. Say, I'll also include trending 2025 topics in social media marketing niche, like AI in social media, short form video marketing, UGC authenticity. So these are all the things ChatGPT actually mentioned that are trending in my niche. So you see, all of these things are actually, we know that this is, so everybody wants to right now monetize their page. A lot of persons don't know how to go about monetization. A lot of persons don't know how to set up their monetization. A lot of persons don't even know how to create content that would actually help monetize their page. So you see, all of these things are what is trending. So this is a 7 day content calendar for Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, and Facebook. So day one, which is on Monday, it will be a carousel reel post. So what's trending in 2025? Content idea, the top 3 social media trend every brand should jump on in 2025. Talk about AI-powered content creation, TikTok shop, and authenticity marketing. So what would this achieve for me on my social media page? It will actually give me a brand awareness. So are you seeing how detailed this 7 days content calendar is looking. So you really have to be specific with what you're actually telling your ChatGPT to actually create for you. So weekly hashtag, it also gave me a weekly hashtag. So weekly hashtag, social media marketing, digital strategy, social media tips, AI marketing, posting tips, use 3 to 4 reels weekly, highly engaging, post stories daily. So it means I should also post on my stories, engage with comments with first 30 minutes for algorithm boost. You see, I mentioned this earlier. After posting, a lot of us tend to run away from our page. Don't run away. Go back on that page. Go and comment on other people's posts. It helps a whole lot. That is you being strategic. Repurpose reels into TikToks and YouTube shorts. So I know sometimes some of us will be like, oh, I've already created content for my YouTube. That content you create on your YouTube your video YouTube, you can repurpose it. You can create it in a short form for your TikTok as well. So this is what we actually get on this. Please let me get water. I'm kind of thirsty. All right, so this is our content calendar that we'll be using on all of these tools. So right now we already have our contents that we're putting up on our content calendar. So let's go back to our let's go back to the to Canva to pick up the particular content calendar we'll be using for organizing and planning our content. So these are the different content calendar that Canva give us. So with these templates now, you can actually choose one content calendar for yourself and use it for your content. So let's pick out this. I think I like this one. So let's pick out this particular content calendar template. So this content calendar is having April 2025. So you can just come and, so the calendar we're creating for is for November. So we're creating for November 2025. Okay. So for this, we have, so let me make it a little bit bolder. So you have to now go back to your calendar because right now we're working with our November calendar. So our November calendar actually starts from Sunday. So it means that you have to organize this to suit your November calendar so that it will be very much organized for you. So first off, let's remove all of this. Let's go back, sorry. So for November is starting on Saturday. So Saturday is, so let's remove this. So we're not removing everything. We're just creating for 7 days. Remember our ChatGPT, we asked for 7 days, which is a week content. So we'll just be creating for 7 days on this content calendar. Because we really do not have much time to create for the whole month. Okay, so from here we say 01 because that is the first day of the month for November. 02, 03, 04, 05 06 07 then 08. So this is what we'll be working with today. So let's remove every other one so that we'll just focus on what we're working with. Okay, so we'll be working with Saturday to Saturday, which is 1 week. So the next thing is for us. So if you check here, content, how to luxurious, tips, infographics, behind the scenes, motivational quotes, and all of that. So this is the place you can now add what's the kind of content type you want to add for your own calendar if you're actually trying to organize your own calendar. So copy. No. So paste. So let's go back to our ChatGPT. So on Monday for our ChatGPT, we have content type, which is carousel. We have theme, topic, what's trending, then content idea, which is the next one. So for this one now, what we're putting out on this one is so what we're putting up is what's trending in 2025. So that is what we'll be having on our calendar. What is trending? So let's remove this. What is trending? So why I don't really like using Canva is Canva kind of is a little bit you can't really add everything on your Canva. You can't be specific. But when you have like when you're using like your Google Sheets, Google, and also your Notion, you tend to like put up everything you want the way it is on our ChatGPT, like the day, content type, the topic, content idea, and your goal you tend to achieve. So Canva is kind of limited, unless you still check out another templates that will give you all of that. So for this, it's going to be a reel. So it's going to be what is trending in 2025. Okay. So for this one, we have a reel. So you talk about what is trending in 2025. So for Tuesday, we have content strategy tip. So it's just for you to talk about how to build a content strategy that converts. So content strategy tip for Tuesday. So this one is going to be on your story, and also it's going to be on your infographics. So it means that you have to kind of design a story using infographics on how to, and when you come up on Canva still gives you that. So it's going to be like an info. So let's bring this person down a little. Infographics. So it's going to be like you're designing a graphic for this. Then for this, for on Wednesday, we have behind the scenes, things you do behind the scenes. Maybe let's say, for example, say show your process as a social media marketer, how you plan a week content using your Canva and all of that. So it's going to be behind the scenes and a short video reel. So we already have behind the scenes. So the next one is a short, it's going to be a short video reel. Short video reels. So this is what you have for your Wednesday contents. So you're putting up a short video reels of your behind the scenes. So it might be like you working on your Canva and all of that. So for the Thursday, remember we want to be consistent, right? So it means that you're posting throughout the week. Then for Thursday, AI tool of the week, that means you'll be talking about an AI tool that is new. Maybe you're talking about Flow.ai, you're talking about Gemini, or you're talking about any new AI that people are making use of. So that is what you'll be posting on Thursday. So AI tool of the week. So it's going to be either a carousel post or a reel. So it depends on the one you want to create, either a carousel post or a reel. Carousel or reel. So for the Friday post, so our Friday post is going to be engagement posts. So if you could hire one social media manager or influencer, who would it be and why? Use a this or that. Okay. So this one is going to be a poll, either a question and answer, or so it's going to be like a poll asking your audience questions for you to know their own point of view, right? So this is going to be like a poll or a question and answer, QA. So this is going to be a poll or a question and answer for your audience. So the next one is going to be for your Saturday posts. Remember, we want to be consistent and we'll be posting for the whole of the 7 days. So this one will be like a social Saturday talk. So you just go live on your story or go live on any of your social media platforms. So for Saturday, so social media talk. So for Saturday is either you're going live or on any of your social media platforms. Live.
You use black, for black I use black.
Who's that person? Jesus, the noise.
Mixing now.
So this is it for your 7 days post. So here now you can still come up here and change all of this content type that you have here. So it's still the same thing we have. We have infographics, we have reels, we have behind the scenes, testimonies, and all of that. So this is your reels, your for your for your Canva. Like I said, Canva might not give you that much exploration. So we can still go, let's use our sheets. So first of all, before we go to the sheet, let me show you one of the ones I created for a client so that you see how the sheet looks like. So we'll just do for sheets, then we'll now do for Notion. That is if we still have time though. Okay, so let me share this. Okay. Okay, so this is one I created for a client using a sheet. So you see, it's still the same things, but your sheet, you just still have to like, okay, on Wednesday is going to be a video upload, but the video upload should, and for your sheet, you can even customize it with your brand color. So you see, for this one, I use the brand color was blue and red and white. Their brand color is blue, red, and white. So I use the company's brand color to make it look much more beautiful. So you see, for Wednesday video upload, because we've already created a video, that is why you see, but you can specify the kind of content video you want to put on your own. Then for another next week carousel post, so I'll just show you steps on how you can actually achieve this on your own. So let's open my sheet on this Gmail. So we already know where our sheets, where you can find your sheets. You can find your sheets on your Google too. So that is where you find your sheets. So this is where you can find your sheets. So this is the sheet I'm talking about. I know some of us might be thinking, what is it? So this is the sheet. So this is where you come, then you pick a blank spreadsheet. So this is it. This is the blank spreadsheet you're going to be using to actually create these contents. So did you see what I just did? So for you to achieve this, you just click on the headings, click on this one, you drag down for you to actually get the size of what you want to start creating for your content calendar. And why this one is actually much beautiful is that once you put up a date, like let's say we're working for November, right? And November is starting on a Saturday. So let's say this would be, let's put it here for, let's name our spreadsheet November content calendar. Calendar 2025. So for this one, you say sorry, let's take this person up a little bit. So for this one, it should be like it's starting, November starts on Saturday, right? So let's say Saturday. Saturday is 1st/11/2025, right? So, okay, see where, okay, let me put 11. So you see how beautiful calendar is. So calendar brings out the calendar for you once you've put up your dates. So remember, this one is starting on 1st.
is making that sound?
Sunday. Okay. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Zero, 6. 5. 07, 2025. Okay, so we have Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So we're stopping at Saturday, 08, 2025. So we're stopping here. So the next thing is for you to, let's widen this too, because this is when we put out our content. So the next thing is you going to your ChatGPT that you've asked and created, right? So it's now for you to just copy and paste. So remember, our content is starting on a Monday. So Monday is going to be a carousel post, and it's going to be, so why this one is actually much beautiful is that you can actually now put out the content you want to put. So for this one now, it's going to be a carousel post, and you can still put out the content you are creating. So let's go back. Okay, so I think we need to, let's shorten this a little bit. Okay, so it works. So I just wanted to know who, there is no end.
Example, we have that all peak time.
So the next one is for Tuesday. Tuesday is going to be an infographic.
Those people na here na gonna laptop of my career na phone.
Never.
Like life and na children since. Careful to say make or go off my laptop.
Depends on the hardware. Like when I was working now, just like my phone is way faster than yours. Your laptop can also be faster than because than your phone. It's about the component of the
Jerry, that thing pass half.
So for Wednesday, it's going to be a short reel. So it's just not difficult. It's just for you to just copy, paste, and you have what you want for all of those things. So let me just finish up before I can continue talking so that we'll be fast. We don't really do not have much time. Okay, so for our you can just continue when you want to now finish up. So for this, let's try and give it some color so that it will look good, because some brands works with their brand color. So let's give this like a blue. So it means we'll also be giving our write-up a white. So just to make it beautiful. Do you understand? So we can give this one. And just leave it this way though. So for on Saturday, this is what you're posting. Then for this one, this is what you have. Then for the next day, just like that, just keep putting up everything on your sheets. So this is how you go about the sheets. We've already talked about Canva, how to go about your Canva. We've talked about sheets. Then the next one is Notion. So Notion is still another tool you can as well use to create your content calendar, which is the last one for this class. So let's share our Notion. Okay. So are you seeing my screen? If you're seeing it, please let me know, because I've just been talking and I'm not showing any of this. All right, thank you very much. So this is our Notion. So for
Yes,
Notion,
I'm seeing your screen.
all right, thank you. So for your Notion is another tool you can use to also create your content calendar. And you can use Notion for a lot of things, like for docs, for your projects. Maybe you want to keep tabs of your project and all of that. You can also use it to create your content calendar. Remember, what we're creating is content calendar. So let's not kind of deviate. So for your Notion, this is when you come on Notion, this is what you see when you open your Notion. So the next thing for you to do is for you to create a table first. So I want to start this from the scratch because I already have like my content calendar that I did yesterday. So this was the one I was trying to like put up and all of that. But like, okay, let me just create a new one for this training that like from a scratch, because I know some of us might not be familiar with Notion, right? So for your Notion, for you to start creating, you have to click on, sorry. So for your Notion, for you to start creating, you have to click on this new page. When you click on new page, you click on this add page. Then you click on tables. Remember, tables is what we're using to create our content calendar for this. If you're just creating your Notion new, you can just, if you click on this new page, you click on private, you will see this content calendar templates. If you don't want to start, like I said, if you don't want to start afresh, you can now use this content calendar templates and create yours. But if you've already started that you want to create a new content calendar, you just create on this new page and create a table for you to start. So for first of all, name. So you have to start giving it name. So the first one should be, remember, you already have your content calendar that ChatGPT gave you. So the first one should be days, like days of the week. So you just go back and put days, day. Then you come here and type property. We're using text because we also want to put in, so this one should be content type. Content type. Then the next one, is the topic. Topic. Content idea. So this one is content. The next one is content idea. Then if you now want to like put add in terms of like the different platform, let's say social media platform, to indicate the social media platform you'll be posting on, you can still add that on your Notion. So let's stop here for now. So for this social media platform, for it to, so we'll just do just day one on this because we do not have much time. We're already in 2 hours for this class. So for this days, so first of all, we have Monday. So we'll just be doing for Monday. Then the content type, we say it will be real, right? Then the topic is what's trending in 2025. What is trending in 2025? Then the next one is your content idea. Then after that, you come to the next one. The next one is the platform you want to post it. Is it on Instagram or, so this is where, so remember, Instagram have a color, so let's give it a pink. So our Instagram is pink, so we're posting on Instagram. So as you're going, okay, I think let's do the second one so that I'll show you. So this is for Monday, then the content will be real. Then you can also name your, so let's say Oma's Media content calendar. You can also name it. So as you're going, you can now, the next one, if you want to add the next one, you click on this new page. When you click on new page, it will give you a new, page for you to post your content. So this is the new page. So the new one is Tuesday. So I think after this Tuesday, we're done, please. So this Tuesday, the content is infographics and or story. So content tip. So infographics design. Infographics. So this one is content tip. So this one is your content idea, which you just paste. Then the next thing is to ask you which of the platform do you want to post this. So let's pick Facebook. Okay. Facebook. Okay. So our Facebook, it has a color, right? So let's give it a color. Blue. It's already blue. So this is how you just get to arrange it. And remember I said you can still share. When you're done creating all of these things, you can easily share to maybe your clients or your designer or whoever it is you want to share it to. Just come on this share, you share. Same thing with your Canva, same thing with your sheets. You can easily share that particular content you're creating. So that is how easy it is for you to actually create your content on your content calendar to help you be strategic with your content on your different social media platform. So before we finish up, let me know if you have any questions on all of, just from two persons. If you have any question, just raise up your hand and unmute and ask your question so that we can round up.
Good afternoon, Oma.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Thank you for the class, though I joined in late.
Okay.
I want the one of Notion, at least that's the one I started with. The content that you posted in the content ideas, are they the ones that you've already created? Like, are the contents ready? Are these the link of the contents you already created? Or is it that if you type it there, it will use its hand to arrange the contents for you?
No, I actually, just like I mentioned earlier, on Notion, once, especially if you're new on Notion, like you just created your Notion new, once you come up on Notion and you type, sorry, let me open my Notion. Once you come up on Notion and you type content calendar, it will give you a template. But because I already have content calendar and it won't give me what I want for this training, I created this table now. This thing, I just created it now. So I imputed all of these things myself. But one beautiful thing about Notion is it helps you as you're going. It gives you drop downs. It gives you, if we can still keep creating, it gives you status, like maybe you've posted or you've not posted. Like it's much easier. Okay, this is the status. Let's ask the status so that you see what I mean. So this is status. So for this status, it's tell you, okay, in progress, done, is in progress because I've not yet posted this on my. So you see, I created this from fresh, from the start.
Yes, like what I'm asking is the content idea box, the thing you pasted there. Is it
Okay,
a content?
yeah, I prompted that from my ChatGPT. You actually came in late. We've actually done. Let me share my ChatGPT briefly so that I'll show you. I actually got the content from. I asked ChatGPT to create a 7 days content so that I could get a brand awareness, visibility, and also to reach my target audience. So actually, Let me quickly share my ChatGPT.
Thank you.
Yeah, so that you'll see. So the second person can ask her question before so I'll be still be doing what I'm doing.
Okay, thank you very much. My question is related to what you just said now. That
Yeah.
I came in late also, so I want to know what prompt you give ChatGPT that
Okay.
gives the content idea. Yes. Thank you.
All right. All right, I'm coming. I don't know, my system is a little bit hanging. So just keep the last person should ask so that as this thing comes up, we'll just continue. I don't know why this thing is hanging right now. Oh God, I have a lot of things open. Can you hear me? Hello? Jesus Christ. This thing now, not now. All right, Justina, go ahead with your question. Okay, can you see my screen? I'm sharing the, oh my God. God, this system, why now? No, I don't finish this class, God.